This film is directed by Frank Karachi, I think that's how you pronounce it, and stars Kevin James, Rosario Dawson, Leslie Bibb, and Ken Jeong. This film is an hour and 45 minutes. It feels like 2 hours. The basic idea of Zookeeper is that Kevin James plays a zookeeper who is the head of the zoo. He's very popular with the animals. They start the film off where he proposes to his girlfriend. She rejects him, basically saying that you're a zookeeper and I want somebody who's, got a better job, makes more money. 5 years later, he is doing the same job and she happens to be at this party. And from there, it kind of turns into the animals trying to help him become this new man and trying to get her attention. Now, going into this film, I didn't really want to be kind of a dick and just kind of say, oh, it's going to be horrible because Kevin James is in it. It's called Zookeeper. I wasn't a fan of Paul Blart Mall Cop, however, I gave it a chance. And this isn't the worst film of the year, I don't think, but it's definitely one of isn't good. A lot of the animals are voiced by are very famous, like Sylvester Stallone, Cher, and others. The problems with this film are that it's just one big fat cliche. It's extremely predictable, and the fact that you know that he's gonna eventually get her, and then he's gonna reject her, and then Rosario Dawson's character, she's in love with him, and they end up together in the end. And it's the same idea that most films like this have. And also, for a film that's less than 2 hours long and has a premise like this, it took 5 screenwriters to produce a script. And in my mind, when you have when you need 5 writers for a script like this, it's not really a good sign. The acting all around isn't horrible, however, it's nothing Oscar worthy. There are plenty of pratfalls and jokes, and I did chuckle a few times, but you're nothing, I didn't, roar out laughing. The best part of this film for me was whenever there was a scene with the gorilla. There was a scene where they go to TGI Fridays, Griffin and the gorilla, and it was a really fun scene. But besides that, there wasn't really much to enjoy with this film because you just kind of predicted everything that would happen, and so it had its ups, but it had mostly downs. And of course, Ken Jeong is always a treat to have on screen, and he wasn't really used all that well. And I think it's one of those things where he's become so popular that he's just kind of put in the movies just so that people can say, "Oh, he was in it. Go see it." He didn't have the best dialogue and he didn't have the best scenes, but it's always fun to have him on screen. So, as a whole, I'm gonna give this film 1.5 out of 5 stars.